Relive the Miami Heat's historical season.
Hero, it counts! That's how you start the 34th season of Miami Heat basketball.
When you look back at it, we have a lot of stuff to be proud of.
It is raining threes in downtown Miami.
With a team that stuck together through tough times.
No matter what the circumstances, Erik Spoelstra was going to have his team ready.
We took to heart next man up.
We just continue to grow together.
The return of white-hot playoffs was sparked by spectacular play.
Oh! Strus is doing his job.
When the pressure is at its highest, they feel like they're mentally the strongest.
Blocked by Bam! What a defensive play!
And an Eastern Conference battle fueled by number 22.
Jimmy Butler smelled blood like a shark in blood-infested waters.
Butler turns, fires, it's good! Another 40-point masterpiece from Jimmy Butler.
I was proud of the team, proud of the coaches, and we did a lot of great things.
Inside the Heat, season recap. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inside the Heat. I'm Eric Reed. Thank you for joining us as we take a look back on what was a memorable 34th NBA season for the Miami Heat. In a time where the COVID-19 pandemic was still a factor, this Heat team had to battle through many challenges along the way. After a disappointing end to the 2021 season, when the Heat were swept out of the first round by eventual champion Milwaukee, the Heat reloaded and rebooted their championship aspirations and were ready to take on the challenges ahead of their incredible journey.
The Miami Heat bring guard Kyle Lowry to Miami.
They also had Markieff Morris, PJ Tucker.
These are tough, hard-nosed guys who totally fit.
Re-signing Udonis Haslem and Victor Oladipo completed this tough roster. In their debut game at the newly named FTX Arena, the Heat defeated the defending champions with 137 points, the most scored in Heat opening night history.
Hero, it counts! That's how you start the 34th season of Miami Heat basketball.
We play hard, we play together, man, we have fun.
While the team came up short in their next game against Indiana, they quickly rebounded to go on a 5-game win streak.
Oh, what a play! A perfect inbounds from Lowry to Jimmy Butler. Miami is steamrolling opponents.
We got some guys that can really put the ball in the basket at a high level.
Guys were sharing the ball with each other, and defensively, you saw the makings of a really good team.
Nice job there by PJ Tucker. Sacrificed his body. Snatched out of the air by Bam!
We're a tough, great team. When you get a bunch of guys like that on the same team, you got some special things happening.
The Heat streak was snapped at the start of November against the Boston Celtics. A few days later, they went out west to begin their first road trip of the season.
That was one of those trips where you really say to yourself, this isn't going to be easy.
Another tough loss in Los Angeles. Miami loses a third straight game.
As disappointing as these kind of games can be, you just have to stay the course, stay together.
Look at that hustle by the Heat. You think they want to win? Tucker, corner three. Kaboom!
And together they persevered, coming back with a 4-game winning streak and a 13-8 record by November's end.
We just continue to, get better as a group and find ways to grow together.
Entering December, the Heat were plagued by a variety of injuries.
Miami will be without Jimmy Butler.
Bam Adebayo out at least 6 weeks with a thumb injury.
And with big shoes to fill, Omer Yurtseven, Dwayne Dedmon, and Udonis Haslem would step in while Adebayo was out.
Here comes Dedmon, Duncan. Yurtseven on the board. Take it up, big fella. Yes!
Everybody kind of put their faith in me. I was ready to step up when I was needed.
The adversity continued as the team approached the end of 2021.
Now the Heat's game tonight against the Spurs has been postponed due to COVID.
But the Heat's depth, along with some familiar faces signed to 10-day contracts, would keep the Heat afloat.
We took to heart next man up with injuries and, COVID and everything like that. We really embodied that.
That mentality would be tested as the Heat prepared to face the team with the NBA's best record, the Phoenix Suns.
Strus, kaboom. Oh my, they are burning down the Suns.
This one belongs to the Heat.
No matter what the circumstances were this season, Erik Spoelstra was going to have his team ready.
Coach.
Bam Adebayo psyched to get back in the court.
Bam with the takeaway. He's pushing it up. That's what he does. 2 big leaps and a lay-in with the right hand.
The skies began to clear for Miami, beginning with Adebayo's return to secure a victory against Toronto in mid-January. A few days later against the Lakers, Jimmy Butler led the Heat to a win and etched himself into Heat history.
Jimmy Butler gets his 10th career triple-double with the Heat, setting a franchise record.
That's to my teammates, and they're always looking out for me, wanting me to be great.
Success kept running through the roster as Caleb Martin earned himself a standard contract.
Martin has it. He's up. He throws it down. He rocks the house. Caleb Martin. The contract says two-way. I say no way.
I feel a sense of comfortability here and confidence from my coaching staff and my peers.
In the last game before the All-Star break, Duncan Robinson let it fly, becoming the fastest player in NBA history to make 700 threes.
He'll fire a wide open three. Kaboom! That was Duncan Robinson's 700th career triple.
With all the Miami Heat have been through, win tonight in Charlotte would still send them into the All-Star break in first place in the East.
Welcome back to Inside the Heat. At the midway point of the regular season, the Miami Heat were in first place in the East with a 38-21 record. And because of that, Coach Erik Spoelstra and his staff would represent Miami as one of the coaching staffs at the All-Star Weekend in Cleveland, Ohio. Jimmy Butler would join them, making his 6th All-Star appearance in what would be a memorable weekend for Heat Nation.
The Heat now move into sole possession of first place, and Erik Spoelstra will be the head coach in the All-Star game.
Greatness inspires greatness. You know, we say it all the time, and there's going to be a bunch of greatness in this building.
A 6-time All-Star, Jimmy Butler.
I think it's an honor to be able to be an All-Star and go out there and compete with these guys.
He's had a fantastic year all across the board. He was off to an MVP type start.
Back in Miami, the Heat logged just 2 losses in February and reached 40 wins, already matching their win total from the previous season. With 4 games in 6 days against the East's top teams, Miami needed to keep the momentum going.
Miami without Kyle Lowry, so they will once again rely on Gabe Vincent.
Vincent, 3-ball, left side, splash! 20 points!
Showing I can truly be a point guard in this league. That was a really fun challenge and experience for me.
Start of a big week starts well for Miami. The win pushed the Heat 2 games ahead of Chicago for first place in the East. After a tough 1-point loss to the Bucks, Miami moved on to the Nets without Lowry, Butler, and Tucker.
Bam! Over the top of Brown. Off the glass and in! Bam has 30.
You got to be so proud at the Heat's shorthanded response tonight.
The pride continued on 305 Day against the 76ers when Duncan Robinson moved up the ladder of Heat history.
Dunk, 3-ball, top of the arc, sinks it in.
That moves him past Eddie Jones into the number 2 spot on Miami's all-time three-point list.
Anytime you can etch your name in any sort of record book, especially in a franchise that has the history that this one does, is special.
The Heat extend their lead to 3 games over the top spot in the Eastern Conference.
With that cushion came an added boost.
Victor Oladipo returned to the court for the first time in nearly 300 days.
And he draws the charge on his first defensive playback.
I'm just blessed and thankful to be able to play the game I love.
But in mid-March, adversity came knocking.
The Heat have now lost 4 consecutive games.
It was the dog days of the season, and they lost their way.
We're brothers. You know, we're going to get through this.
These stretches force you, if you approach it the right way, to address things.
Dropping out of first place, they addressed it with a shakeup in the starting lineup.
Number 31, Max Strus.
Strus lets it fly. Kaboom.
The Heat won 3 in a row and secured their 50th win.
It feels good to be winning again, so come on, Bam.
Former Raptor great Kyle Lowry playing in Toronto for the first time.
Make some noise for Kyle Lowry!
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears in here, and I'm just appreciative of the moment.
He's kind of like their Dwayne Wade.
After an emotional victory in Toronto, the Heat continue to roll with a milestone win against Charlotte.
A franchise record 23 triples for Miami and 144 points for the Heat.
It was a complete team effort, but one hero who led the team in total points scored stood out.
Tyler Hero, 35 points off the bench, ties Dwayne Wade's franchise record.
He's special. That 6th man of the year, we already know who it's going to.
This team was made on everyone enjoying each other's success. I think that's why we're who we are.
Who were they? The league leaders in both charges taken and three-point percentage.
It is raining threes in downtown Miami.
And they charge all the way to the top.
They end up winning 6 straight there. They take a stranglehold on that #1 spot.
Being the #1 seed is a great reward for what they did, winning 53 games, but now they have to do something with it.
Welcome back to Inside the Heat. Miami finished the regular season with 53 victories, and for the 4th time in franchise history, they would enter the playoffs as the #1 seed in the East, giving them home court advantage all the way through the conference finals. The Heat's 23rd playoff appearance in its 34 seasons were white hot and would begin against the Atlanta Hawks in round 1. Miami's title quest begins with the Heat defense figuring out how to stop the dynamic scoring of Atlanta's Trae Young, a challenge they were more than ready to take on.
Heat fans, it's time to stock up on that white-hot Miami merch.
Miami earning the top seed in the East, beginning their playoff run against the 8th-seeded Hawks.
You know, all hands on. Everybody all in. That fire's burning, that high. I'm just chasing that high right now.
All right, let's rock.
In game 1 of the playoffs, Duncan Robinson stepped up and stole the show.
Duncan, kaboom! A new Miami Heat playoff record.
You know, it was one of those moments I didn't know what to do with my hands, so I just left them up.
Oh!
All praise be to Duncan.
The record-setting 8 threes made Duncan Robinson the star of game 1. In game 2, the spotlight moved to Miami's fearless leader.
Butler down the lane. 2 more. 45 for Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler is a special human being.
The Heat headed to Atlanta for the next 2 games, but were unsuccessful in game 3.
Young drives in. Scores with 4.4 left. Trae Young gives Atlanta a 1-point lead.
Miami was firing on all cylinders in game 4, with all 5 starters scoring in double figures.
Bam! Has it and slams it and draws a foul. Those are exclamation points here in game 4.
Hopeful to complete their round 1 mission in 5 games without Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry in the lineup, several players stepped up big time, including Victor Oladipo with 23 points and PJ Tucker, who led the defensive hustle.
3 seconds left. He's trapped. Underneath, stolen by Bam. The Heat have won the game and won the series.
That is a very, very rare deal when you see a team that knows whether they're missing their stars or not, still feels like they can win.
Our plan isn't just to win the first round. You know, we got a lot of bigger plans. You know, it's on to the next.
The Heat begin round 2 of the playoffs tonight against the Philadelphia 76ers. No Joel Embiid to start for Philly. No Kyle Lowry initially for the Heat, but still we expect plenty of basketball drama in this series.
Vincent on the lob for Bam and a slam.
Yeah, Bam! Tyler Hero. Trifecta. You betcha.
Miami ran away with game 1 in the second half to get their first win of the series, which was a total team effort.
Game 1 took care of business. Job's not finished. Still got a long way to go.
They're gonna be better. Let's be better. 6.
Prior to game 2, Tyler Hero became the first player in Heat history to receive the NBA's 6th Man of the Year award.
There was a lot of Tyler Hero's fingerprints all over every game.
Some familiar faces sitting courtside helped inspire Miami's effort in game 2.
Jimmy, offensive rebound, flips it to Dedmon, who throws it down.
We've seen some punishing dunks. Someone's got to check on the rim here in the first quarter.
Build that wall. I want everybody to see. I want Harden to see that wall.
Harden sizes him up again. Strus, an improved defensive player.
And this one belongs to the Heat.
Appreciate y'all coming. You know it, love.
Hoping to continue their winning streak, the Heat headed north to Philadelphia. But with the return of Sixers center Joel Embiid, foul trouble, and a Miami shooting rut, games 3 and 4 belong to the 76ers.
Harden together, and he buries it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a series.
I thought they did a good job actually on Embiid. The Sixers' ability to get to the free throw line was probably ultimately the difference.
After 2 losses, the Heat hope that being back home at FTX Arena will help spark a better offensive performance tonight in Game 5.
Gabe Vincent stepped up to the plate offensively, and Max Strus got his first career double-double, leading the Heat to a pivotal Game 5 victory.
And Strus is doing his job.
Not done yet. Keep our composure, man. Just one more.
We know how tough, it'll be going back up to Philly, but we have a bunch of guys that like that type of challenge.
Together, in a closeout Game 6, the Heat's defense quieted any momentum the Sixers were trying to build, winning big on the road and securing the second-round series.
Harden loses the ball to Bam. Heat putting on a show defensively. Bam! Puts it up and in.
This Eastern Conference semifinal belongs to the Heat. They advance to this organization's 9th Eastern Conference final.
So proud of my guys, of this squad. This is the reason I came to the Heat. Ocho on 3, 1, 2, 3. Ocho. Yeah.
Welcome back to Inside the Heat. Miami beat Atlanta in the first round of the playoffs in 5 games, then eliminated the 76ers in round 2, winning Game 6 in Philadelphia. So, the Heat, for the 9th time in franchise history, would be playing in the Eastern Conference Finals, and for the 3rd time, their opposition would be the Boston Celtics, the top 2 seeds, each of them just 4 wins away from playing for the NBA championship. With defense and toughness being qualities they both possess, this was going to be a series for the ages.
Miami advancing to their 9th conference finals in franchise history will now meet the 2nd-seeded Celtics for what could be a historic series.
These are 2 pretty evenly matched teams.
They're both well coached. Both teams are well trained, so I was expecting a tight series.
Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. It's time to ball, y'all.
The first half of Game 1 was all Boston, but thanks to Tyler Hero's efforts off the bench, Miami was able to keep it close heading into the second half.
Stolen away by Hero. Hero driving with White, drives all the way in and rolls it home.
I just wanted to come in and give provide a spark.
That spark carried over into the third quarter when the Heat outscored the Celtics by 25 points and their defense came alive.
Brown down the lane. Blocked by Bam. What a defensive play. Oh, a steal by Butler. It races ahead and jams it in.
Jimmy Butler smelled blood like a shark in blood-infested waters, and he said, "Give it to me now."
Jimmy, the rejection that everybody's going wild.
Butler ended the night with his third 40-point game in the 2022 playoffs, and more importantly, a Game 1 win. The Celtics were at full strength in Game 2 with Smart and Horford back, and they both made an immediate impact.
Horford swinging to Smart, catch, fires, three-pointer, it's good.
Smart, Tatum, and Brown combined for 75 points, proving to be too much for the Heat.
They tried to embarrass us. They did embarrass us.
First home loss of the playoffs for the Heat. They were 7-0, would get blown out on their home floor.
The Eastern Conference Finals shifting north for games 3 and 4.
The Bulls feel a little different. Just understand what this is, man. It's competition.
Adebayo, who was just named NBA second-team All-Defense, set the tone in Game 3.
Oh, Bam Adebayo with a gorgeous move.
Bam took it upon himself. I mean, he was coming out there aggressive.
Head fake, leans in, jumper. It's good. Bam Adebayo has awakened here in these conference finals.
Stay aggressive, Bam. Stay aggressive.
With their point guard back in the mix, the Heat got out to a commanding 26-point lead in the first half.
Right now, everything going Miami's way here on the road.
But Butler missed the second half with an injury, and so it was Oladipo who stepped in and stepped up.
Oh, nice defense by Oladipo.
Oladipo had 4 of the Heat's 19 steals, and the Heat evened the series.
These are all the words you want. Gritty, gutty. The Heat get it on the road.
Unfortunately, Game 4 did not go well for the Heat as they missed 15 of their first 16 shots, putting them in a hole early they could not climb out of.
They jumped out to that lead, and that was the story for the rest of the game.
White, alley-oop to Tatum.
Celtics are running Miami out of TD Garden. Back in Miami for Game 5, the Heat once again went stagnant, and the Celtics took advantage.
Brown, long three-pointer. It's good. Celtics win, and the Heat trail in this series 3-2.
That was the first time any team had won 2 in a row in this series. My thinking was Boston figured out something.
It's do or die for Miami. Game 6 tonight versus the Celtics will lead the series 3-2.
The Miami Heat are a team where when the pressure is at its highest, they feel like they're mentally the strongest.
Butler stops. Turnaround jumper in the paint. It's good. He's unstoppable right now.
Players basically went out there, led by Jimmy, and said, we're not going to end our season this way.
Leans in, short jumper, count it, and the foul. Butler the drive, gets inside, banks it home. Another 40-point masterpiece from Jimmy Butler.
He's had the heart of a champion forever, but I think a lot of times heart gets overlooked, so I think that his game got the opportunity to be shown.
Butler turns, fires, it's good as the shot clock expires.
With a new career playoff high, Butler set a Heat postseason record for most points in an elimination playoff game, staving off the Celtics and forcing a Game 7.
Championship on 3, 1, 2, 3, championship.
Back in Miami for a winner-take-all Game 7, the Heat never led, but went on an incredible fourth-quarter run with a chance to win the game and the series.
Rebound Butler with 20 seconds left, and the Heat down 2. Jimmy across for 3, short. And that's it. The Celtics are the Eastern Conference champions.
We had an absolutely great year. I was proud of the team, proud of the coaches, and we did a lot of great things.
The good, the bad, and everything in between was just a really gratifying and memorable season.
When you sit back and you reflect and you look back at it, we have a lot of stuff to be proud of. Adversity brings you closer as a family, and we consider everybody like brothers.
We're not making the finals, just give everybody that little extra motivation.
Next year, we're going to be right back in the same situation, and we're going to get it done.
Although the Heat did not reach their ultimate goal of winning the NBA championship, there was much to be proud of and to respect and remember. It was a season filled with incredible moments, and this 34th Heat team was really special, overcoming nearly every obstacle. Heat Nation, we know you enjoyed the journey, and trust this is a franchise that will remain a championship contender with a core group of experienced, winning veteran players and a rising group of young stars. We're looking forward to next season already. And we thank you for watching this season recap edition of Inside the Heat. I'm Eric Reed.